Reimagine, Keys to Imagine What You Want and Get It. Written by Kelvin W. Nathan. Published by Audiobooks Office. Introduction. Like Alice stepping into Wonderland, you're on the brink of a transformative journey that will harness the power of your imagination. Recognizing and trusting your imaginative force is not just a whimsical pursuit, it's a practical tool that can revolutionize your personal and professional lives. Welcome to a world where imagination has no limits. Reimagine, Keys to Trusting Your Imagination, very powerful, is your guide to unlocking the limitless potential of your creative mind and unleashing the extraordinary power of imagination. In the tapestry of human experience, imagination emerges as a potent force capable of transforming dreams into reality. This book transcends conventional boundaries, delving deep into the keys that unlock the door to trusting your imagination and harnessing its compelling potential. Drawing from the depths of creative expression and psychological insight, we'll uncover practical techniques and spiritual insights to cultivate a deep sense of trust in your imagination. Imagine a reality where your wildest dreams become tangible manifestations, where the boundaries of possibility dissolve in the face of your creative vision. Reimagine offers a roadmap to this reality, empowering you to embrace your imagination as a powerful tool for personal and collective transformation. Join us on this illuminating trip as we discover the secrets to unlocking your imagination's full potential and living a life beyond your wildest dreams. This process is not about pretending or daydreaming, it's about unlocking a potent form of intelligence within you. So, are you ready to plunge into the depths of your mind, challenge conventional wisdom about the role of imagination, and reshape it into a reliable, creative powerhouse? For more information about the ebook version of this audio, visit audiobooksoffice.com. We noticed that 78% of you who listen to our video are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and like the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Lesson 1. Understanding the imagination potential. Embracing the boundless scope of your imagination can unlock innovative solutions, inspire new perspectives, and illuminate paths you never thought possible. Imagination isn't simply a childish pastime, it's a powerful tool that can be harnessed for more than just daydreams and fantasies. It's the birthplace of creativity, the heart of problem solving, and the wellspring of innovation. Don't underestimate your imagination, it's your secret weapon. When you give yourself permission to think outside the box, you're not just playing around, you're tapping into a potent reservoir of ideas that can revolutionize your world. So, how can you fully realize this potential? First, recognize that imagination isn't random, it's a muscle that grows stronger with use. The more you engage it, the more it will yield. Start by challenging yourself with new experiences, different perspectives, and fresh ideas. You'll find your imagination responding in kind, expanding and deepening. Second, don't limit your imagination to the realm of the fantastic. Yes, it's where dragons live and castles float in the sky. But it's also where the next technological breakthrough resides, where solutions to pressing global issues are waiting to be discovered. Your imagination is a workshop where you can construct the future, piece by piece. Lastly, don't be afraid to explore the darker corners of your imagination. It's there that you'll uncover your deepest fears, your greatest hopes, and your most profound insights. Your imagination is a treasure trove of wisdom, waiting to be unlocked. Lesson 2. Building trust in your imagination. So, how do you cultivate trust in this vast, untapped realm of your imagination? The answer is more straightforward than you might think. You've got to start by believing that your imagination is a trustworthy tool in the first place. Trust is, after all, a foundation of belief. Recognize the power of your imagination. It's not just a playground for the mind but a tool of creation. Everything you see around you, the world's greatest inventions, the most touching pieces of art, all started from a seed of imagination. But, remember, just like any tool, it only works if you use it, and it works best when you trust it. Practice is the next step. The more you use your imagination, the more you'll see its power and reliability. You'll realize that it's not just a random generator of fantasies and daydreams, but a wellspring of ideas and solutions. You'll find that it's not just about creating castles in the sky, but about building bridges to new possibilities. Finally, trust in your imagination is about patience. It's about giving your mind the time and space to explore, to wander, to dream. It's about understanding that not every idea will be golden, but that every idea is a stepping stone to something better, something more significant. It's about learning to navigate the seas of your imagination with confidence and faith. Trusting your imagination isn't just about faith in your creative power, it's also about faith in yourself. And when you have that, anything is possible. Lesson 3. Exploring imaginative boundaries. As you venture into the realm of your imagination, it's essential to explore its boundaries, pushing the limits of what you believe is possible. You might consider your imagination a limitless expanse, a wild frontier of creativity and innovation. But, even in this vast territory, there are boundaries, and it's your job to find and push them. Think of your imagination as a muscle. Without regular exercise, it can become weak and underdeveloped. By continuously pushing its boundaries, you're essentially giving your imagination a workout, strengthening it with every use. Remember, you're not confined to what's been done before. Your mind is a powerhouse of originality, a wellspring of novel ideas waiting to be discovered. Exploring imaginative boundaries isn't just about thinking outside the box. It's about questioning the very existence of the box. It's about understanding that the box is a construct of your own making, a result of conditioned thinking patterns. As you challenge these patterns, you're dismantling the box, brick by brick, freeing your mind to roam uncharted territories. Fear and self-doubt often act as gatekeepers of your imaginative boundaries. They whisper tales of failure and ridicule, holding you back. But remember, it's your imagination. You have the keys. No one else. Courageously push past these fears. Embrace the unknown, dive into the depths of your imagination and emerge with ideas that are uniquely yours. Soon, you'll realize that the only actual boundary to your imagination is the one you set for yourself. Trust in your imaginative power. Explore its boundaries. And above all, dare to reimagine the possible. Lesson 4. Cultivating creative visualization. Dive headfirst into the lively realm of your imagination, and you will discover that fostering creative visualization is an effective instrument for realizing your innovative spirit's full potential. Like a master gardener tending to their blooming flowers, you must nourish, prune, and cultivate your imagination to see it flourish. To start, you've got to believe in the potency of your imagination. It's more than just daydreaming or idle fancy. It's a potent tool that can reshape your reality. Visualizing your dreams, aspirations, and goals in vivid detail makes them more tangible and achievable. You're not just dreaming, you're creating a roadmap to your desired future. Next, engage your senses. Visualize not only the images but also the sounds, tastes, textures, and emotions associated with your imaginations. The more detailed your visualization, the more compelling and authentic it becomes. Practice this daily. Like any skill, the more you practice, the better you get. Also, embrace positivity. Negative thoughts can cloud your mental canvas, limiting your imaginative power. So, immerse yourself in positive affirmations, uplifting literature, and inspiring environments. They'll fuel your creative visualization with optimism and possibility. Lesson 5. Embracing imaginative freedom. Unlock the shackles of conformity and let your imagination soar. This is the essence of embracing imaginative freedom. You've been trained, perhaps unwittingly, to follow the rules, to fit in, to silence the whispers of your inner muse. However, it's time to break free, to unleash the boundless potential that lies within your imaginative spirit. The world may seem a rigid place, filled with structures and norms that can stifle your creativity. Yet, that's merely a perception, an illusion that can be shattered by the power of your imagination. You've the ability to perceive the world differently, to see beyond the apparent, to delve into realms unseen by the ordinary eye. Embracing imaginative freedom doesn't mean disregarding reality. Instead, it's about transcending the mundane, the routine, the predictable. It's about exploring the limitless landscapes of your mind, the endless possibilities that your imagination can conjure. It's about letting your ideas breathe, allowing them to grow and evolve without the constraints of conventional thinking. Lesson 6. Strengthening imagination skills. Your imagination's muscle, much like your physical ones, can be strengthened and refined, transforming it into a powerful tool for innovation and creativity. You're not just daydreaming here, you're actively sculpting your mind's capacity to dream, visualize, and invent. It's an art, a discipline, and a journey of self-discovery, and it starts with understanding the potency of your imaginative power. First off, acknowledge that your imagination isn't frivolous, it's fundamental. It's been the driving force behind every significant breakthrough, every great piece of art, every forward leap in human history. It's the wellspring of innovation, the birthplace of ideas. You've got that same power within you, waiting to be honed and unleashed. One key to strengthening your imaginative skills lies in constantly feeding your mind with diverse, stimulating materials. Read widely, delve into different cultures, explore various fields of knowledge. Art, science, literature, philosophy, history, you'll find sparks of inspiration in the most unexpected corners. Next, challenge your thinking patterns. Don't just settle for the familiar, the comfortable. Venture into the unknown, the unconventional. Ask what-if questions, embrace paradoxes, experiment with perspectives. The more you shake up your mental routines, the stronger your imaginative muscle becomes. Lesson 7. Practicing mindful imagination. In the realm of mindful imagination, you'll find the perfect blend of mindfulness and creativity, a space where you can truly harness the transformative power of your thoughts. Conscious imagination isn't just daydreaming, it's a strategic process where you intentionally use your mind's ability to visualize and create. It's where the concrete world of reality and the abstract world of possibilities meet. When you practice mindful imagination, you're not just letting your mind wander aimlessly. Instead, you're directing your thoughts towards a specific goal or outcome. You're harnessing your inner creative power, using it as a tool to shape your reality. To practice mindful imagination, start by creating a quiet mental space. This might involve meditating, going for a walk in nature, or simply finding a peaceful place to sit and think. Once you've found your quiet space, take a few moments to clear your mind of any distracting thoughts. Then, start visualizing your desired outcome. Imagine it in as much detail as possible, using all of your senses. What does it look like? How does it feel? What sounds, smells, or tastes are associated with it? Lesson 8. Unleashing creative energy. After mastering the art of mindful imagination, it's time to supercharge this process by freeing your creative energy, letting it guide you to new horizons of innovative thinking. What you imagine, you can create. But to do so, you need to unlock the creative energy within you. It's not just about thinking or dreaming big, it's about allowing yourself to be free, to explore, to question, to innovate. You see, creativity isn't a finite resource. It's an infinite wellspring that you can tap into whenever you choose. But you've got to trust yourself enough to dive in. You've got to let go of fear, of judgment, of the idea that there's a right or wrong way to be creative. It's about embracing the unknown, daring to take risks, and breaking the molds that confine your imagination. You've got this. You're capable of creating incredible things, of reimagining the world in ways that others can't. The key is to believe in your creative prowess, to trust in your imaginative power, and to never, ever limit yourself. Unleashing your creative energy isn't just about painting a picture or writing a story. It's about seeing things differently, about challenging the status quo, about turning the ordinary into extraordinary. It's about dreaming, daring, and doing. It's about believing in the impossible and making it possible. Lesson 9. Aligning imagination with goals. Harnessing the power of your imagination, it's crucial to align those expansive visions with your tangible goals, turning abstract ideas into concrete realities. This isn't about stifling your creativity, instead, it's about channeling it in a direction where it could yield the most impact. Your imagination is the engine, your goals are the roadmap, and aligned together, they can propel you towards success. Think of your imagination as a vast, unexplored wilderness, full of potential and possibility. Meanwhile, your goals are like pinpoint destinations on a map. Without a clear understanding of where you're headed, you could wander aimlessly, lost in the expanse of your creativity. Yet, if you clearly define your goals, they become like guiding stars, illuminating the path ahead. Lesson 10. Overcoming imaginative blocks. While aligning your imagination with your goals is critical, it's equally important to tackle any imaginative blocks that could stifle your creativity. You've likely experienced this, a mental roadblock that hinders your ability to imagine freely and innovatively. It's a common challenge, but one you can overcome. First, accept that everyone faces imaginative blocks at times. It's not a sign of weakness or lack of creativity, it's merely a part of the creative process. Recognize and acknowledge these blocks without self-judgment. Next, try to identify the source of your block. Is it fear of failure, perfectionism, or perhaps a lack of inspiration? Understanding the root cause can guide your efforts in overcoming it. If it's fear, remember that creativity involves risk and that's okay. If it's perfectionism, remind yourself that there's beauty in imperfection. And if it's a lack of inspiration, seek out new experiences to ignite your imagination. Remember, you're not alone in this. Reach out to others for support. Share your thoughts and ideas, and be open to feedback. Collaboration can often spark new perspectives and ideas you mightn't have thought of on your own. Lastly, be patient with yourself. Overcoming imaginative blocks takes time and practice. It's not a race but a journey, one full of learning and growth. So, take a deep breath, trust in your creative power, and step forward. Your imagination is a gift, and with persistence, you can overcome any block that stands in your way. Trust yourself, your imaginative power is more potent than any block. Lesson 11. Developing imagination resilience. Everyone has the power to build resilience in their imagination, a quality that can help you bounce back from setbacks, remain adaptable, and continually tap into your creativity even in challenging circumstances. This resilience isn't built overnight, but like a muscle, it strengthens with regular exercise. Understanding that your creative resilience is like a well is a helpful metaphor. Sometimes, the well may seem dry, but it isn't. It's just hidden under layers of self-doubt or external pressures. Your job is to keep digging, to keep believing in the power of your imagination, even when it feels like you've hit a wall. To develop this resilience, start by recognizing your creative power. You've got a unique perspective that nobody else on this planet shares. That's not just cool, it's powerful. Harness it. Next, practice bouncing back. When you hit a creative block, don't let it halt your progress. Instead, see it as a challenge to overcome. Persist, adapt, and you'll find that you're stronger for it. Lastly, remember to rest and recharge. Creative resilience doesn't mean pushing yourself to the brink. It means knowing when to take a break, to let your mind wander, to daydream. These moments of stillness are just as critical to your creative resilience as the times when you're actively creating. Lesson 12. Engaging senses in imagination. Dive into the vibrant tapestry of your mind by engaging all your senses, transforming your imagination into an immersive, multisensory experience. Don't just see your dreams, touch them, taste them, hear and smell them. You're not merely a spectator in the gallery of your mind, you're the artist, the curator, the connoisseur. Visualize the color and shape of your thoughts, the texture of your feelings. Let the symphony of your ideas resonate in your ears. Savor the flavor of your aspirations and inhale the scent of your inspiration. Your mind's eye isn't the only instrument at your disposal, use every sense you possess. Remember, your imagination isn't bound by the constraints of reality. You can imagine a symphony in a single color or taste the texture of a sunset. This is called synesthesia, a blending or cross-wiring of the senses, and it can be a powerful tool in unlocking your imaginative potential. Let your imagination be a journey, a voyage of discovery. Explore the uncharted territories of your mind. Make it an adventure. Don't just think outside the box, imagine there's no box at all. Your senses are the keys to this journey. They're not just passive receivers of information, they're active participants in the creation of your imaginative world. Engage them, involve them, make them work for you. Lesson 13. Connecting emotions to imagination. Just as you harness your senses to enrich your imaginative journey, don't forget to invite your emotions along for the ride. Emotions are the heartbeat of your imagination. They add depth and color to your imaginative canvas, transforming it from a mere thought exercise into a vivid, immersive experience. Consider this: when you're happy, you tend to imagine cheerful scenarios, filled with light and laughter. When you're in love, your imagination paints portraits of romance, connection, and shared dreams. Your emotions, in other words, guide your imagination, leading it down paths you mightn't have explored otherwise. But how do you go about connecting your emotions to your imagination? It's simpler than you might think. Start by tuning into your feelings. Acknowledge them, embrace them, let them wash over you. Feel your joy, your sorrow, your fear, your anticipation. Once you've identified your emotion, let it seep into your imagination. Use it as a tool, a brush to paint your imaginative landscapes. For example, if you're feeling hopeful, imagine a sunrise, a new day dawning, a seed sprouting into life. Use your emotion to add nuance and detail to your imagined scenario. This connection between your feelings and imagination won't only enrich your imaginative journey, but it will also help you understand and navigate your emotions better. Lesson 14. Enhancing imagination through play. Unleashing your inner child through play can ignite your imagination in extraordinary ways, opening doors to unseen realms of creativity. Play isn't just for children. It's a crucial tool for sparking your creativity, surprising you with unexpected solutions, and inspiring you to dream bigger. Think about it. As a child, you'd create elaborate scenarios with your toys, building worlds beyond the mundane. You'd imagine being a superhero, a princess, or a pirate, sailing the high seas. You'd let your imagination run wild, unhampered by the constraints of reality. That's a powerful tool you can tap into even now. To enhance your imagination through play, start small. Find a playful activity you enjoy. It could be anything from doodling to playing a musical instrument, or even cooking. Don't worry about the outcome or the right way to do things. Instead, focus on the process, let go of control, and allow your imagination to take the wheel. Set aside a playtime each day. In this time, give yourself permission to experiment and make mistakes, to be silly and creative. This isn't about being productive or achieving something. It's about freeing your mind, letting your thoughts wander, and exploring new possibilities. In the end, you'll find your imagination is like a muscle. The more you exercise it through play, the stronger it gets. So, go ahead and play, let your imagination soar. Remember, the only limit is the one you set yourself. Lesson 15. Transforming reality with imagination. In the landscape of your mind, you hold the power to mold reality through the whims of your imagination, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. You're not just a passive observer of the world, instead, you're an active participant, capable of shaping your surroundings with the brushstrokes of your thoughts. The key here is to trust in your imaginative prowess. Your imagination isn't a mere playground for fanciful daydreams, it's a potent tool that you can leverage to usher in change, innovation, and growth. With enough belief and daring, you can morph the world around you, creating a reality that aligns with your innermost aspirations. You're the architect of your own destiny, and your mind is the canvas where you sketch the blueprint. Think of your imagination as a muscle. The more you stretch it, the stronger it becomes. So do not be frightened to let your creativity flow. Immerse yourself in the realm of what could be, rather than just accepting what is. Let your thoughts roam free, unhindered by the constraints of convention. Lesson 16. Utilizing imagination for problem solving. Harnessing your imagination isn't just an act of creation, but also a powerful strategy for problem solving. When you're faced with a challenge, it's easy to get bogged down by the details and limitations. But your imagination can provide you with a fresh perspective, offering unique solutions that mightn't be immediately apparent. Imagine you're stuck in a maze with no end in sight. Instead of panicking or retracing your steps, you could imagine yourself soaring above the maze, getting a bird's-eye view of the situation. This kind of imaginative thinking allows you to see the entire picture and identify the best course of action. Similarly, when faced with a seemingly insurmountable problem, don't limit yourself to conventional solutions. Let your mind wander, explore different scenarios, and entertain unconventional ideas. You'd be surprised at how many solutions your creative mind can conjure up. Remember, every invention or innovation began as a figment of someone's imagination. Your imagination isn't just an escape from reality, it's an essential tool for understanding, interpreting, and reshaping your reality. In the business world, for instance, you can imagine new products, services, or strategies that could propel your company to new heights. In personal matters, your imagination can help you navigate complex emotions or relationships, envisioning outcomes that promote healing and growth. Lesson 17. Finding inspiration in imagination. Beyond problem solving, your imagination serves as an endless source of inspiration, birthing ideas that breathe life into your dreams and aspirations. It's not just a plaything of artists, writers, and dreamers, it's an integral part of everyone's cognitive toolkit. Unleash it. Allow it to dance freely, and you'll find yourself brushing against fresh perspectives, innovative solutions, and exciting possibilities. When you're stuck in a rut, turn to your imagination. It's an untapped well, filled to the brim with original thoughts and unique insights. You've got a magic lantern inside you, just waiting to cast its radiant light on unformed ideas. So, why not give it a rub? You see, your imaginative power isn't limited to what's already been done or seen. It's a boundless realm where what if and why not hold sway. And it's right there, in that expansive space, where inspiration finds its home. You can reimagine a sunset, dream up a symphony, or conceive a solution to a long-standing problem. All it takes is a bit of trust in your own creative capacity. Imagination isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the spark that ignites the flame of innovation. So, nurture it, cherish it, and let it run wild. Remember, your imagination doesn't have to be tethered to the mundane or the routine. It's free to explore, to venture into the unknown, and to bring back treasures that can inspire not only you but also those around you. You've got this. Trust in your imaginative power. It's beyond powerful. Lesson 18. Expressing imagination through art. Through the language of art, your imagination can burst into life, transforming abstract thoughts into tangible masterpieces. Each stroke of a brush, each line of a pencil, each chisel of a sculptor can be a testament to the power of your mind's creative capabilities. There's a world within you waiting to be explored and expressed, and art serves as a unique vessel. Imagine a blank canvas before you. It's not just a void, it's a realm of infinite possibilities, a space where your imagination can indeed run free. You're not just creating an image, you're weaving a narrative, crafting a story that's uniquely yours. It's about pouring your soul onto the canvas, letting each color, each texture, tell its own tale. And it doesn't stop at visual art. Music, dance, literature, these are all forms of art that allow for the expression of imagination. When you write, every word is a brush stroke. When you dance, every movement is a note in a symphony of creativity. Embracing art as a medium of self-expression can be liberating. It lets you to explore your thoughts, feelings, and ideas in a practical and personal manner. It's a way to connect with yourself on a deeper level, to understand your own mind and the power it holds. Lesson 19. Sharing imaginative ideas. As you immerse yourself in various forms of art, don't forget the profound impact of taking that extra step to share your imaginative ideas with others. Exchanging thoughts and concepts not only polishes and refines your own creative prowess, but it also propels the imaginative power of those around you. It's a wonderful ripple effect that can turn a single seed of an idea into a blooming garden of creativity. Consider the power of community, of collective imagination. Your ideas might inspire someone else to see the world from a different perspective, sparking a new chain of creative thought. You're not just sharing ideas, you're creating a platform for collaborative imagination. Don't shy away, let your ideas flow freely. It's not about whether they're right or wrong, but about the process of nurturing your imaginative powers. Remember, our imaginations are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they become. Sharing your imaginative thoughts encourages this growth, building a stronger, more resilient imaginative muscle. Your imagination is a gift, an invaluable tool that can shape realities. It's a wellspring of innovation and a beacon of possibility. Sharing your imaginative ideas is a leap of faith, a step into the unknown. Yet, it's a journey worth taking. It's a journey into a realm where you can dream, create, and inspire. It's a journey that reveals the beauty, the power, and the infinite potential of the human imagination. So, take that step, share your ideas, and see where imagination takes you. Lesson 20. Experimenting with imagination techniques. Your journey into the realm of imagination isn't complete without trying out different techniques to unlock its full potential. It's like diving into an ocean of possibilities, where every swim stroke leads you to an uncharted island of thoughts. So, let's get adventurous with our imagination. First, try mind mapping. It's a visual tool that helps you organize your thoughts and generates new ideas. Just start with a central concept and branch out with related ideas. Let your mind wander freely, don't limit or filter anything. You'll be surprised at the connections you create. Next, visualize. Close your eyes and paint a picture in your mind. Let your senses guide you. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel? Visualization isn't just about images, it's a full sensory experience. The more realistic it is, the better. Lastly, engage in daydreaming. It isn't a waste of time as some might think. It's an incredible way to expand your imaginative boundaries. Let your mind drift off into scenarios that might seem impossible or ludicrous. Remember, there are no limits in your imagination. These are just a few techniques you can experiment with. Each one can help you tap into the power of your imagination in unique ways. But remember, it's not about perfection, it's about exploration. So, dive in, experiment, and let your imagination run wild. After all, it's your creativity's playground. Lesson 21. Reflecting on imaginative experiences. Dive into the depths of your past imaginative experiences, and you'll find a treasure trove of insights waiting to be uncovered. Each memory, each conjured image, holds a kernel of wisdom that can further illuminate your understanding of your own creative power. Reflecting on these experiences isn't simply a nostalgic journey, it's an exploration of your innate ability to generate original, boundary-pushing ideas. Consider those times when your imagination has led you to unexpected, exciting conclusions. Maybe you've spun tales of mythical beasts as a child, or perhaps you've envisioned novel solutions to complex problems at work. In each instance, your imagination acted as a catalyst, propelling you into uncharted territories of thought and innovation. But don't just recall these experiences, examine them. What triggered your imagination in those moments? Was it a word, a concept, or a scenario that spurred your mind to color outside the lines? Finding patterns in these triggers can offer invaluable insight into how your imagination works and how you can better tap into its power. Next, reflect on how these imaginative experiences made you feel. Did they leave you energized, invigorated, or perhaps a bit overwhelmed? Recognizing the emotional impact of your creativity can help you understand not just the process of imagination, but its effect on you as well. Lesson 22. Integrating imagination into daily life. Harnessing the knowledge gleaned from reflecting on your past imaginative experiences, it's time to weave imagination into the fabric of your everyday life. You're not simply dreaming, you're crafting a vibrant tapestry of ideas and possibilities. Consider this: every innovation, every marvel we see today, was once a mere figment in someone's mind. Yours has the same potential. Now, how can you integrate imagination into your day-to-day routines? Start small. Let's say you're making breakfast. Try to conjure a new combination of ingredients. How about attempting a sketch of your garden or writing a poem about your morning coffee? It's not about the outcome, but the process, the act of imagining something different. Next, cultivate a habit of questioning. Ask, "What if?" regularly. Challenge the norm. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but isn't that what growth is about? Embrace it. It's through these small acts of daring that your imagination muscle strengthens. Lastly, create space for your imagination to breathe. Designate time each day to unplug from digital distractions. Let your mind wander. It's in these quiet moments that inspiration often strikes, and imagination takes flight. Lesson 23. Collaborating creatively through imagination. When it comes to sparking creative collaborations, embracing the power of imagination can ignite a veritable fireworks display of fresh ideas and innovative solutions. You see, your imagination isn't just a source of personal inspiration, it's a catalyst for collaborative creativity. It's about turning the me into we, and that starts with opening up your imaginative processes to others. Think about it: when you invite others into your imaginative space, you're not just sharing ideas, you're building an imaginative community. You're creating a fertile ground for innovation, where every idea is a seed that can grow into something extraordinary. You're nurturing a creative ecosystem where the only limit is the collective imagination of the group. But how do you collaborate creatively through imagination? It's not as complicated as you might think. Start by fostering a safe, inclusive environment where everyone feels comfortable sharing their ideas. Encourage open-mindedness and respect for diverse perspectives. Remember, the more varied the ideas, the richer the creative output. Next, create opportunities for imaginative play. This could be anything from brainstorming sessions to creative workshops. Remember, the goal here isn't to produce a polished product, it's to explore the limitless landscape of your collective imagination. Lesson 24. Nurturing imagination for growth. Cultivating your imagination isn't just about unleashing your creative potential, it's a strategic investment in your personal and professional growth. It's about learning to trust your insights, explore possibilities, and expand your mental horizons. Imagination is the fuel that drives innovation. So, how can you nurture your imaginative powers? It begins by creating a safe space in your mind, where any idea, no matter how outlandish, is allowed to breathe and grow. You've got to encourage curiosity, not stifle it. Take time each day to daydream, to imagine what could be. Let your mind wander, and don't be scared of where it might take you. It's in these quiet moments of reflection that the seeds of great ideas are often sown. To further nurture your imagination, expose yourself to new experiences. Travel, read widely, and engage with diverse cultures and perspectives. Each new experience adds a new brushstroke to the canvas of your imagination, broadening your understanding and giving you fresh ways to look at the world. Don't just think outside the box, dismantle it entirely. Embrace a mindset of endless possibilities, where there's always a new way to solve a problem or a fresh perspective to view a situation. Lesson 25. Embracing the power of imagination. Embrace the power of imagination. It's your personal wonder factory, generating the ideas and insights that can transform your world. It's a force so potent, it can create realities out of the abstract. It's not just about daydreaming, it's about visualizing your aspirations, embodying your ideals, and bringing them to life through your actions. In the realm of your mind, there are no limits, no boundaries. It's where you're free to explore, experiment, and experience things without fear of judgment, failure, or repercussions. That's the magic of imagination. It provides a safe haven for you to discover your true potential, to understand your deepest desires, and to find innovative solutions to challenges. But how do you fully embrace it? Start by giving your imagination the freedom it deserves. Don't cage it with rigid ideas or predefined notions. Let it fly high, dive deep, and roam free. Feed it with diverse experiences, perspectives, and knowledge. And most importantly, trust it. Believe in the power of your imagination. It's not just a whimsical fantasy, it's a powerful tool that can shape your reality. Whether you're an artist, scientist, entrepreneur, or simply a dreamer, your imagination is your greatest asset. It's the key to your creativity, innovation, and resilience. So, don't just use it, celebrate it. Make it an integral part of your life. Embrace the power of imagination and watch as your world unfolds in ways you never thought possible. So, you've unlocked the Pandora's box of imagination, eh? Bravo. Remember, your imagination isn't just a whimsical fairy tale land. It's your personal tool for innovation, growth, and trust. Embrace it, cultivate it, live it. After all, who needs boring reality when you've got such a vibrant imaginative world to explore? Let's face it, your imagination is your secret superpower. So, go ahead, flex those imaginative muscles and watch how your world transforms. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Audiobooks Office.